Say, oh yeah, Mr. Keith, I would like a black belt. That would be completely awesome. But you don't sit about and think about what do I need to do to be able to get one. I've been in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu now for 18 years. That's a long time. And man, a lot of times I didn't follow my plan. So what should your plan be for black belt? Because look, like I said, look around. These guys aren't going to be here. A lot of these guys. Why? Because they're just taking it and they go day to day. And when the day isn't right, that's the day they quit. What kind of person becomes a black belt in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, other than me, please, not me. I'm not talking about me. But what kind of person becomes a black belt in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu? I would think dedicated is the optimal word. I'm not even saying tough or a good Jiu Jitsu guy or any of that. Because we always assume if you're getting a black belt, you must be a good Jiu Jitsu guy. But it's going to take more than just being a good Jiu Jitsu guy to get your black belt. Would you say that getting a black belt is a monumental achievement? No?
For sure.
Okay? I personally think it is a monumental achievement. Why? Because most people don't go 10 years, 9 years, 8 years doing anything other than their job maybe. Right? They don't stick with anything. In today's society, it's pick them up and put them down, isn't it? And I'm guaranteeing you this, man, when the going gets tough, a lot of times people just take off. And they don't have a plan as to what is in store for me, what do I have to do, and that I have the dedication and that burning desire and the fire to get my black belt. Alright, now here's what I'm talking about. First of all, you need to make it a goal that no matter what, your instructor could call you the biggest piece of crap that ever walked on the face of the earth, and that is not going to deter you from getting your black belt. Maybe not with him, but you're still going to do it. Injury. If you busted your shoulder, would you still keep going? You could say that and go, yeah, I would. But you know what? It could happen and you could be injured. You say, I'm still going to keep going to get my black belt. I'm still going to go. The biggest, I was telling Ari this, the biggest problem that people quit, I don't think is injury, although injury starts this. It's your spouse saying, you need to quit that crap. Right? Why don't you take up something else, like golf? Anybody have that discussion with their spouse yet? And the rest of you are lying. If she or he is not supportive, you might as well, you're not, if they're not on board with you, you can forget about getting your black belt. It ain't going to happen, man. If your spouse is not on board with you, you will not get your black belt. Because they will try to derail you. Alright, make you feel bad. Throw the kids upon you and say, you can't do that. I've seen this time and time again. So, in your goal setting process, is your spouse with you on you getting your black belt? Do you really want a black belt, or is purple belt good enough for you? You need to make this decision. Okay? So first of all, you made a decision, I'm going to do this. Well, you know what? What happens if you get hurt? What happens if is your spouse on board with this? What happens if you're going to get another job? Or what if money issues become a problem? Anybody ever have any money issues before? Yeah, I've had a few of them, right? You know what? Money issues spring up, people quit. No matter what, are you going to make that a priority in your life? Next, is your instructor on board with you getting a black belt? And you would think that they would be. And I definitely know that if Art is your instructor, he's on board with you getting a black belt. That's his goal. He's really trying to help. But some instructors, man, don't want the competition necessarily. Or they don't like you necessarily. So you need to make sure that your instructor, will he help you at the higher levels to get where you need to go? You see what I'm saying? Lots of things that need to come in. We could come up with a bunch more of these ideas. But the idea is, if you're just going, I'm just going to show up to class. I'm just going to, yeah, you could. But have the plan in place that, hey, this is what's going to happen no matter what. My spouse is on board. I am going to get my black belt. But what are you going to do once you get your black belt? You quit? Do you really want a black belt then? Because what happens when you get it? You just quit? So you're not in it for the love of Brazilian Jiu Jitsu? You're just in it for the belt? Right? So make sure that your love for the sport is there. Because man, once you get a black belt Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, you can't quit. Now you're at a high level where you need to share it with others, right? You just didn't get it just for the belt, for the achievement of it. I think that's all wrong. So no, you're there. But at the same time, I mean, come on. We want a black belt, right? I'm not going to lie about that. We're living in the real world. I want to achieve something to show that, hey, I've achieved a high level of ability. But the belt is, so what? I got a black belt, so Keith Owen should have quit. I'm going to keep going, and I'm keep going. And it's not, I don't care about my stripes anymore. Although I want them, but it's I'm in it for jiu-jitsu now. I love this sport, man. This is awesome. Okay, so you need so please, if you don't want to be one of those people who aren't here, right? If you aren't people that aren't here, well, you know why? Because you didn't have those goals. But maybe your goal is just to get a purple belt. I'm telling you this, purple belt's awesome. I want a purple belt, I'm going to quit. Okay. But at least you got a goal to achieve it, man, because I'll tell you what, 6 years of going and doing something, that's a long time. You know? And it's sad because I've seen so many awesome martial artists who get a purple belt and they all of a sudden they lose motivation and they want to quit. Well, that's wrong. You got to be prepared for the demotivation of it. Oh, God, man, I got hurt. I got beat up by this guy. I'm not doing too well. You got to stick with it no matter what. Man, there's a lot of heartache.